All right, Sagittarius season dancer's pose. You're gonna stand with your feet together, big toes touching, and you wanna make sure that your pelvis isn't poked too far that way, which if you had a bowl of water in your pelvis, you would be spilling your water forward. You also don't wanna make sure that it's tucked too far back, which would be having you spill your bowl of water backwards. What you want to do is imagine this bowl of water not too far forward, not too far back, but just right in the center. So you want to play with that, feeling around in your body where that pelvic bowl is just right in the center. And so for all the standing postures, this is the first thing you're going to do. So once you found that sweet spot on your own body, you're going to stand nice and straight, shoulders rolled back, and the palms of the hand face forward. So your thumbs are out to the side. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick up one of your legs. I'm starting with the left just so you can see. My hand is reaching around my ankle. So it's on the inside of my ankle. Thumb is just right on the sole of my foot, or you can bring it in closer. I prefer to feel that thumb to the sole of my foot connection. Now see what happened to my pelvis. As soon as I picked up my foot, my bowl of water started spilling forward. So I'm going to pull that back in. This is one of the common mistakes that I see in yoga class with people having that water totally spilt forward. So it's really not good for your back. Your lower back gets really pinched in, and you're losing the benefit of the posture, which is on the thighs. So when you pull your pelvic floor back in, you feel the stretch go to the thighs, and all the while you're balancing on the other leg, which is going to be strengthening that other leg. So the next thing you're going to do, look forward. You're going to bring I have my right arm up, pelvis is tucked in. Then you're going to start to arch forward. I don't have very far to go because I'm right here in front of the wall. But you're going to arch forward, keeping your pelvis in alignment and raising that back foot up. You know, it kind of would feel good pushing your chest into the wall, actually, to make sure that you're keeping your body not arching. So a lot of times what people do in this posture is turn the hip way out and just trying to, I think it's probably feels good to kind of open up your body in that way, but it's not good for alignment. So you're going to have your hand forward, you're reaching forward, keeping both of these hip bones pointed forward, and you're going to bring that back leg up. I'll turn to this side. So what that looks like is something like this. Not so much rolled out, which is one of the common mistakes of that posture. So keeping these hip bones forward means that when you lift the back leg, you're just extending straight back and less of this outward movement. So for the leg that was standing still, you can see it's a lot of work on that thigh. So Sagittarius season, getting a lot of thigh work. And anything you do, even if you're not doing the whole thing, I was showing my hands because you can see now palms are out, facing forward. The thumbs are out to the side. I pick the knee up, grab hold of my ankle. Fingertip is just resting there on the sole of my foot. Pelvis is tucked in, reaching forward and extending that back leg away from my body. And this leg is getting tons and tons of isolation work. So to come out of the posture, you just bring that knee back down, release the foot. Whew, it's a little cardiovascular pump there. And then just I like to just move my hips around to rebalance and get back into some sort of a center. And then you always want to do the other side. So hands out, palms facing forward, thumbs are out to your sides. You just kind of find that middle ground of pelvic floor balance. You're going to pick up your leg, bent at the knee. You're going to raise the other arm up and push your back leg back. So as you're pushing the back leg back, there's a little bit of tension created between the ankle and the hand. And that little bit of tension helps to lift you up. So the chest is also going forward toward the wall. There's, you'd want to keep this chest open. So this is also really, really good chest opening exercise. Okay, come out, bring the foot down, release the posture. Now I want to show you tree pose. So I know you can't see the lower portion of my legs. You can either have your foot, how can I show you? You can either have your foot at your ankle, at your calf, or on your thigh. So to put the ankle, of course, first thing you're going to do is balance the hips. So you make sure that you're standing right in the center. You're going to take your foot either, so the sole of your foot is here, I'll show you on the thigh. Sole of the foot is there on the thigh, or you can do that same movement down by your ankle or on your calf. You don't want to do it on your knee because you don't want that excess pressure on your knee. So you pick a spot, sole of the foot on the inner leg. It could be even on the foot, the inner leg of your foot. You don't even have to actually get lifted. The next thing you're going to do, making sure that pelvic floor is balanced, you're going to bring your hands right to your chest and you're going to have a soft gaze. So when I teach yoga to little kids, I tell them to pick a spot on the wall and stare at it. So the more you're staring at one spot that's not moving, the easier it is to let the muscles of the body relax. Although, because it is a balance posture, there is this tiny bit of tiny little shifts of readjustment, like when you're standing on a balance ball or a balance board or any of those things that people are using these days. So from here, you can bring your arms straight up over your head. You can reach your arms out. You can, let's think what my favorite my favorite thing. I like to grab hold of my foot and actually bring it up and make one of these really wild trees. And bring that back down. And then to come out of the posture, release the hands, release the foot. And there you go. That's tree posture. Thank you so much. And I look forward to connecting with you soon.